We're going to check in with Chris Conti, who's getting ready for the marathon in a moment. But first, our Dan Kennedy is looking sharp, getting ready for another fun playoff party. Dan?
Hey, ahead of tonight's 7 o'clock puck drop, today is Preds Pride Day, as declared by Mayor David Briley, saying wear your gold. He's also ordered the courthouse and other city buildings be lit up in gold. And right outside Bridgestone Arena, this is the car that was the smash car for the Colorado Avalanche. And look what Preds fans were able to do to that over the course of a week or so. The Preds took care of business in the first round, and now here we are in the second round. This is actually the Predators' third straight year making it to the second round of the playoffs, and this time they're playing the Winnipeg Jets. The Preds had their best regular season ever, winning the President's Trophy as a team with the NHL's best record. And after a nice long layoff in between series, they're finally set for Game 1 of their Western Conference semifinal series with the Winnipeg Jets. Puck drops tonight at 7.
We obviously want to tighten it up. I think their power play scored a bunch of goals against us during the regular season, so penalties have been our misfortune the whole year. So staying out of the box is huge. Play these guys 5-on-5. They're a fast team, like I said. You go 4-on-4, down 5-on-4. It'll get a little dicey for us.
All right, so you saw what we did to the smash car for the Colorado Avalanche. Well, instead of a car this time, you have an actual jet parked right outside Bridgestone Arena for the Winnipeg Jets. This is a good team. And the Preds get started tonight in Game 1 of the second round with a 7 o'clock puck drop. Game 2 is also at home. That's going to be Sunday at 6. Reporting downtown, Dan Kennedy, News Channel 5.
This is by far my favorite weekend in the city of Nashville. You might think that sounds a little crazy, but here's why I say that. I love Saturday race day because it brings the entire city together, even if you're not racing like myself in the half marathon on Saturday. And even if you're not racing this weekend, you can still come down here to the Music City Center for the big expo that they have going on for before the marathon. Maybe you're trying to get into running. Well, they can help you out with that down here as they kind of analyze some different runners. They can take a look at how you're running, give you some tips on what you're doing. There's all kinds of different free activities that are going on down here, not just for the remainder of today, but for the remainder of the weekend. We'll talk a little bit about the race that's coming up on Saturday. They are expecting 30,000 people to be crowded into Broadway when the race gun goes off on Saturday morning at 7 o'clock. A majority of those folks will be running the half marathon. Of course, there are about 4,500 people who are going to be running the full marathon. One of those people who we have confirmed is Scott Witeka, the gym teacher from Sumner County who has won this race for the last few years in a row. He is going to try to do the same thing again this year. As you know, we have full coverage all morning long on News Channel 5. It is one of our favorite times of the year because we get to bring you wall-to-wall coverage from start to finish. All the different stories, folks who are just weekend warriors coming out here trying to finish their first race, and people who are seasoned runners who have done this for years. This is the 19th running of this race. A lot of folks from News Channel 5 will be running as well. Dan Kennedy, Jennifer Kraus. So make sure to tune in on Saturday morning. For Talk of the Town, I'm Chris Conti.
And Matthew Torres here at the 5 Alert Center following breaking news coming out of a busy area in East Nashville where around 10 o'clock this morning there was a shooting that injured at least one person. Take a look at video from the scene. We're told a woman was shot in the hip at East Trinity Lane and Gallatin Pike. She was rushed to the hospital in unknown condition. Right now, police working the scene as they try to find who this gunman is. We are, of course, looking for updates. As soon as that is available, we'll have it on newschannel5.com and our app. I'm Matthew Torres reporting at the 5 Alert Center.